Welcome to Football with Cheese. We are continuing the rankings videos. We're going to do defensive tackle today. So on Monday, I'm going to release corners and off-ball linebackers, the only two left. No, I'm not going to do specialist kickers, punters, long snappers. I'm not doing that. Monday, I'm also going to release another mock draft with trades. On Tuesday, I'll do my top 100 list, and then I have a few more videos, probably shorter ones, until Thursday morning when I do my final mock. And then Tuesday night, I'm going to be on the Sports Truth podcast at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. We're going to do a mock draft, and I'm going to be picking for 8 teams. I will link that in the description. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's get into it. All right. If I can I scroll down? I can scroll down. Okay, very good. Mason Graham, number 1. Just gave away 2. There's so much to like about Mason Graham. He doesn't have long arms, and he's a little undersized. He checks every other box. Great athlete, great production, so quick, so smart. He's going to be in my top 5. Is he a top 5 talent? No. But this isn't like most drafts. Whoever gets him, you're going to get an A for round 1. He's just such a good player. His teammate is number 2, Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant moves unbelievable for a 330-pounder. He moves like he's 260, 270. He is so athletic. He's already a great run defender. The issue I have with Grant, and I will link his prospect breakdown video in the description. The issue with Grant is when he gets tired, he tends to play too high and lose leverage. He also didn't play well early in the year, and I think he was out of shape. So I'm not sure if he was, but he is so gifted. I don't understand why some people have him rated like 37th, 38th best player in this draft. He's a top 20 player in this draft for sure. Number 3, we have Derek Harmon from Oregon. Really good interior pass rusher. Transfer from Michigan State. I think he led college football in pressures from the interior. And he's a solid run defender too. The 2 issues I would worry about with him are the rumor was he was 340 to 360 pounds at Michigan State. So conditioning could be an issue. And sometimes he had trouble getting people on the ground. Kind of like Devontae Wyatt, the Packers defensive tackle. He needs to do a better job of getting more sacks and getting more run stops. He just misses too many tackles. If he can improve that, he can be a really good player. Walter Nolan is 4th. He would be 2nd on this list if it wasn't for the red flags. It's mostly about effort and being a bad locker room guy. And those are rumors. I don't have any evidence of that, but I've heard it from a lot of places. But Nolan's tape is great. He's got a little technical work to clean up, but very productive. Ole Miss has a lot of guys in this draft that just looked really amazing on film. Tyleik Williams is 5th. So basically the first 4 are first rounders, and then there's a little drop off. Nolan could fall just because of character. Tyleik Williams was one of those players that was a first rounder, late first round when the season ended, and then now he's more of a mid to late second. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I saw that he's got really short arms for nose tackle, but he's a great run defender. He's a better athlete, I think, than people give him credit for. I think he's got some pass rush upside, but really short arms for someone who's 330, so that hurts his stock. Darius Alexander, Toledo. What I want to see from someone at a MAC school is how they do at the Senior Bowl against the best competition, and he was terrific. You got to be careful with MAC players. Sometimes they dominate, and they get the NFL, and they just can't play. But Quinyon Mitchell, he was also from Toledo, was awesome at the Senior Bowl. So the Eagles took him in the first round, had a great rookie year. Darius Alexander, probably going to go in the second round. Could be a steal. Should be a starting 3 technique. Little old. Alexander, I think he's 24 years old already, and that's going to hurt him too. TJ Sanders from South Carolina. Really quick first step. One of the best pass rushing defensive tackles in this draft. He is undersized at 290 pounds, but should get you a lot of pressures. Really would be a good second round pick for Green Bay. Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M. Another guy. It's about 290 pounds, undersized. Really good pass rusher. Gets off blocks pretty well for his size. Another guy, Lamar Norman Lott, Tennessee. Undersized. His workout was disappointing. Probably would have had him at least 1 or 2 spots higher. But his production is awesome. He's got a great motor. He's just someone, despite his size and athletic limitations, he's just going to be productive. He's just one of those guys. He's just a football player. CJ West, Indiana. Love this guy. So West is 6'1", 316. And he plays bigger than that. He can play nose tackle. Even with that size, he can play 3 technique. He can be a 3-4 end. He's a great run defender with pass rush upside. I love this player. 3rd round. If your team drafts him, you should be ecstatic. Joshua Farmer, upside. Great athlete, super talented, long arms, like over 35 inches, I believe. Let me make sure I have that right. The dude, yeah, over 35 inches, almost 84-inch wingspan, 6'3", 305, 22 years old. He has upside. He shows flashes. He is inconsistent. But if you can get the most out of him, you're getting a first-round talent. Aeneas Peebles, we've talked about him. Something like 6 foot 280. Let me make sure of that. He's just, he's not very big. He is 23 years old. He does have short arms, but he has a quick first step, great swim move. In today's NFL, Osi Odigwa of the Cowboys and Milton Williams both got at least $20 million per year as 280-pound defensive tackles that can rush the passer. You need to be using 3rd-round picks on these guys, even if they're not going to be full-time starters. Because interior pass rush is even more important than pass rush off the edge. Same thing with Ty Robinson. He's about 285-pound defensive tackle. He is a freak athlete, like 98 percentile. He's got some technique work to do, but great pass rusher. Right there with Peebles. I kind of flipped a coin to who would go ahead. And Jamari Cardwell. He's a true nose tackle. He did not have the best workout, but he's 330 pounds. He moves better than the workout indicates. If your team needs a run stopper, maybe in the 4th round, be a great pick. Same thing with Collins, another guy. Pretty one-dimensional. He doesn't give you any pass rush. Didn't have a great workout, but very good run defender. Some people are much higher on him, but he's pretty one-dimensional, so I had to bump him down. Okay, some others. Jordan Phillips, he's just got short arms, but he can rush the passer, and he's pretty good run defender. Little undersized. Deion Walker, Kentucky, is like 6'7", 340. Insane. And he moves well. But he's probably too tall. And he got a stress fracture in his back because he bends at the waist. It's tough for him to bend his knees because of that size. Especially shorter offensive linemen give him trouble, so he bends at the waist. And apparently that's caused a stress fracture in his back. So a lot of people are going to take him off the board for medical. Really gifted player. But to me, he could fall. He could fall late in the draft. Elijah Roberts is another undersized 280, 285 pound that's actually really good at getting off blocks. Decent athlete, but not a great athlete. Cam Horsley, Boston College. Another guy, I guess he's a poor man's CJ West. Here we go. So they're both about 6'1", 6'2", 216. Both really good run defenders, but have pass rush upside. West is just a lot better than Horsley. To be honest, if I was doing 16, that's where Horsley would be. This is not the correct order. It's just all the guys I want to talk about. But I don't understand why some people think he's undrafted or a 7th-round pick. I've seen 5th-round grades, but nothing higher. But I like his film. He's already a good run defender. He has pass rush upside. Zeke Biggers, Georgia Tech. Unbelievable sized, over 6'5", over 320, almost no production. Doesn't give you any pass rush, but he has the length. He has the athleticism. If you can unlock that talent, you may find a starter. He's just not very good. And I want to mention Nazir Stackhouse. He's a nose tackle for Georgia. Not going to give you much pass rush. But he has narcolepsy, so he falls asleep in meetings. I just want to bring that up in case it gets out there and your team drafts him and you hear he's falling asleep in meetings. They know about it. Georgia coaches rave about him. And like I said, he's one-dimensional, just a run stopper. But late in the draft, where he's projected to go, I think he'd be great value, 6th, 7th round. There is defensive tackles. Okay. 4th video on Easter Sunday. So thank you for watching all of them if you did. If not, they'll be in these boxes. I will link the Sports Truth podcast down in the description. Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Look for my videos tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I'm having so much fun. Draft is almost here. Give me a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.